Hey guys, this is my anti-bullying video, so I hope you guys enjoy, and please comment or subscribe if you have never been bullied. I've learned in the past that bullying can lead to other complications and that people shouldn't be bullied because bullying is wrong, because it's just not, people think that it gives them the upper hand, but it doesn't. It just makes them look like that they've been obviously abused or destroyed as something happened in their life when they were younger, so they decided to make other people feel bad about something that happened to them. But you shouldn't feel bad about if something happens to them. And if you are getting cyberbullied or bullied physically or at home, you should really tell somebody because being bullied can lead to very tormenting lives and cannot be a very happy and good success, and can lead to people cutting themselves and doing other stuff that they shouldn't be doing, like trying to drink bleach. And there's been a couple of girls on recent occasions of last year that have committed suicide because of cyberbullying and teen bullying. And one of them is Amanda Todd, which you have all heard about, and the other one's Olivia, I can't remember her last name. But they all put their stories on YouTube because they were afraid of what they would think that their family would think. And as if people don't know, I would like to tell you the Amanda story. She was a young girl, a teenager who was hanging out with her friends, and this guy, they were like doing this sort of chat room, whatever, as people would usually do these days. And this guy asked her to flash, so she did, and he must have screenshot it somehow or something because a couple of weeks later, this is what I read, that he had found her and he had her boobs as her profile picture, which is actually insulting to women because it's making them seem like they're all sluts, but they're not. Not all of us are sluts, but there's only the people that came out in the wrong family. But yes, they may have been turned out wrong and stuff, but what I'm basically trying to say is she decided to move schools and be away from her friends and stuff because she lost all respect for her family and friends and stuff. So she decided to move with her mom. And then it was going so well for a couple of weeks and months and stuff. And then she decided to, then that he found her again with her new address, new friends, new phone number, new family, knew everything, and her new school. And he did the same thing. He decided to try and pick on her again. And so she moved schools again. And in her last school, she was hanging there. Just decided to meet this guy, and he didn't tell her. Well, I don't think he told her that he had a girlfriend. And she, I don't know, really didn't really get the story straight. I didn't really understand the story, but I think she slept with him. I'm not 100% sure. So if all you guys are Anime Patrol fans out there and really keep her story heart to heart, I'm very sorry if I get it wrong, but I've watched it briefly as a project, my English project for anti-bullying. But she, after this had happened, she was thinking at school or at home, I'm not 100% sure, but this surrounded a group, this big massive group came around her and stuff, and the boy's girlfriend came around and started asking her whether they, you know, and she didn't want him to get into trouble, so she said it was all her idea. And this idiot guy, whoever yelled it out, it was a complete idiot, and I have no respect for you at all. But he decided to scream, just hit her already. So this girl, who made a very bad decision that day, and she decided to beat her up. And she was left in the ground, all dirtied and all muddied up in the ditch. And people started cyberbullying her again when she went online. And she actually she was, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think she was actually cutting herself, which is very sad. And she tried to drink bleach. And she was in hospital for 3 days, and they finally took her out, and she tried to do something else to kill herself because she couldn't take being bullied anymore or at all. And she tried again, and she was in hospital again. and in the last of her days, I think she could hang herself. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, and she has been remembered all over the world, and her story has been watched many times over. Yeah, so consider what other people are feeling, not seeing that you get what you want. Because in the end, you're not hurting you. You're not. Yes, you are hurting the other person, but you're also hurting yourself. Because how would you feel like if you were responsible, if you were one of the reasons why a young girl or young boy or whatever, whoever had killed themselves because you were one of the people that gave them a reason to do it. Because nobody kills themselves without a reason or without something that's happened for them to do it. So just think before you act, because many teens' lives are at stake about it because they're getting cyberbullied and things like back in before Facebook was ever designed and for mobile phone people used to hang out, there used to be all this trouble of Facebook and stuff. Never, ever. There was no trouble, there was no, like yes, there was fights, but there was no internet. There was internet, but there was no Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and all that where you can actually chat and stuff. So back then, you didn't really have a reason to call people names like, excuse my language for the young kids that are watching, but whores and sluts and different, very lot of mean names that they didn't deserve. See, if you're going to tease somebody, have a reason to do it. Don't do it just because you feel like making someone feel bad because you've broken up with your boyfriend or any other ridiculous excuse you want to use. But do it what their reason. If you have, if they've done something against you, still not right to bully them, right? People still talk civilly without arguing at all or fighting or bitch fighting or whatever we do these days. But just think before you act because there's more teams killing themselves every day, which is not good because it's mainly because of Facebook. So think before you act and just think about what damage you're doing to somebody. It's like when you screw up a piece of paper, clean sheet of paper, that's before you get picked on there. You screw it up and you can try this at home and try and get it back as best as you could. Every time you say something mean, it leaves a tear. And then keep on tearing and there's no soul left. So just imagine a screwed up piece of paper like a human being. And every time you say something mean, it will tear. So just think before you act, guys, because even though you may not think it, but you could actually be saying change lives going forward. So thanks for listening to my vlog video, and in a couple of hours I might post my own story of how I was bullied as a kid. Thank you, bye!